Aha! Coming to you live, nude in my bedroom.
Again with that.
Well, this is what I do, dear.
Maron.
Uh, streaming on all major platforms. We're live on YouTube, and now we are on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and our newest broadcast partner, iHeartRadio. We are very happy to be on iHeartRadio, and I thank them for accepting our little brand of perversion on their airwaves. So, in case you haven't figured it out, this is Sexy Party. And I am your host, Antonio Bryce. I am the comic creator of the series brand that I am doing with Kanan White. We are on Indiegogo and have raised over $68,000. And with me, as always, is my very divine, lovely coon raising partner. Yes,
I got another now too. It never
yeah,
ends.
yes. And I'm pretty sure she is not nude, unlike myself.
No, sir.
Yes.
I have enough clothes on for both of us.
Mm,
Well, no,
that
probably not.
that always disturbs me. How are you, Anna?
I'm sure I've been way worse. I'm positive. I just can't remember it right now.
Mm, well, I miss you when we don't stream.
Yeah,
It's
we have
just,
to.
it's yeah. But like I said, things happen, and people.
Yeah.
This is this is it. But it always warms my heart and my privates to hear your voice. So there you go.
So, what is this about Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Ah, yes. Now I saw that Mr. Gooding Jr. is turning himself in to the NYPD Blue. Let me pull up some information on him because I saw that there's a lot of shit that's gone down in the last few days. 'Cause,
I'm out of the loop. You got to fill me in.
let me see here. I'm gonna read a story that is on CNN. Matter of fact, I guess I should share it. I can do a screen share thing, and it won't really work for the. But hey, as long as they can hear my voice and hear me run my mouth, that's fine, right?
There you go.
So, um, oh, first let me find the article because I've got it on my phone. But yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans going on with Mr. Gooding Jr. And let me find that because hopefully make sure put it on me and yeah, let's see here now. This is off CNN. Cuba Gooding Jr. expected to talk to NYPD in alleged groping incident. So that is not good.
Is it
So
recent or is this from like 1974 and that bullshit?
let's see. Cuba Gooding Jr. is expected to turn himself into the NYPD Blue, yeah, for questioning in an alleged groping incident in the next few hours. A law enforcement source tells CNN it will happen sooner rather than later, says the source. The Oscar winner, and that's scary because I forgot he won an Oscar, will be questioned on a forcibly touching complaint filed
Ah,
by a 29-year-old woman who claims he grabbed her breast at Magic Hour rooftop bar and lounge in Manhattan. So justice has been swift. So this just happened on Sunday.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh man, they get them quick now. Normally it'd be some shit from like four or
And she
5 years ago.
decided that the way to handle this was not to slap him across the face and call him a pig,
Ugh.
but to go to the police because she
Uh,
was in danger for her life and we're taking up the time of the police with
oh,
fucking nonsense. Oh, help me, Lord.
Well, see,
Help me.
the actor has denied the claims, of course, telling
Ugh.
TMZ he did nothing wrong and has evidence to prove it. there's a tape that shows what really happened. Gooding Jr. said, I believe in the system and will let the process speak for itself. The woman in the alleged incident told police she was with friends, and when she was confronted by a male patron whom she described as Gooding Jr. Now, wouldn't it be funny if it was just another random Negro and it just happened to look like Cuba Gooding Jr.?
You look just like him.
Yeah, I get that we all look alike things. Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be fantastic.
So
I would
yeah,
love that.
the male allegedly groped her breasts, the source said. The victim later told the cops she protested at the unwanted touching, and they argued after the encounter. The female left the bar and called 911 to report the alleged incident. Damn, she called 911.
911. It was an emergency.
It was like somebody grabs your breast or your ass and you call
I
911. I
swear this
love that.
reminds me of that cunt that would call because McDonald's didn't get her order correct.
That's some of the funniest shit. Now, I hear those calls on like YouTube and stuff where people, they release the 911 calls and stuff. And
Oh,
motherfucker being like, they're in the damn drive-through at like McDonald's or some shit. This person in front of me is being rude, and
and
they're
they're
like,
furious.
oh my god, it's like, but man, I actually I feel terrible for Cuba.
I do too. That's
Um,
awful.
yeah, that's horrible. But he's getting me too'd,
Yep.
and
Fuck
that
up
is
your
not a good
marriage.
thing.
Fuck up your livelihood.
Mm,
Terrible.
this is not good. This
Well,
is
I hope he
definitely not
did
good.
it. Otherwise, this is just outrageous. But even if he did it, my goodness.
Well, maybe he'll get a TV show out of it. He hadn't been working very much in the
That's
last few
true.
years. I was like, that's fucked up when you got an Oscar and you can't get work.
And he's good, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, he won the Oscar for Jerry Maguire. He was fantastic in that.
I never saw that.
How have you not seen Jerry Maguire?
I'm allergic to Tom Cruise.
Show me the money.
I'll have
Yeah,
to try
Tom
it.
Cruise when he made Tom Cruise go, I love black people. I was crying.
All right, maybe
Oh,
I'll try it. That does sound funny. I saw him in As Good as It Gets, and he was fantastic.
mm.
And he was really good in Cool Runnings. I know people give that movie shit, but I liked it. So
Was he in? He wasn't in Cool
he
Runnings.
fucking was too. Or is this my all black people look alike thing?
Oh my God, he was not. That was,
He
let me see,
was.
John Candy. He was in Snow Dogs.
Oh shit. Okay, I have the two
Oh
movies
my
confused.
God, you
I have the
did it.
movies confused, not my black
You
actors.
you got, oh my God, you got, oh, you just because I'm trying to remember. Malik Yoba was in Cool Runnings. Yeah, that was a movie he was in before he was on NYPD Blue.
I've never seen that either.
Not NYPD Blue, New York Undercover, because they're bringing New York Undercover back, and it's
Or
coming to
that.
ABC. Yeah, New York Undercover used to air before in Living Color. So yeah,
That
used
was the
to, yeah,
greatest.
yeah. Oh, so In Living Color,
Absolutely.
and I was
I
like,
loved
okay,
that.
that's always, there's people. You can tell the show is really old when you see full episodes loaded up on YouTube and they don't get taken
They
down
don't
for
even
cover.
complain.
Yeah, and it was just like, I was like, that's when I know the show is so damn old that they got the whole damn episode uploaded and YouTube is just like, fuck it,
Whatever.
just leave it staying up there. So yeah, they got I was watching the other night, they have like full seasons of In Living Color uploaded, and I was watching, and I forgot, like, watching the credit sequence, like Jim Carrey, I knew he was on the show, but when you watch the opening credits, he's credited as James Carrey.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, it says James Carrey, and it's
Who
like,
is your favorite of his characters?
on In Living Color was Fire Marshal Bill.
Me too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like
Other than,
Fire.
but Venus de Milo was pretty fucking fantastic as well.
And there was also the scam preacher guy that he had with him and him and Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
Oh my God, where they had the like interdenominational scam. Oh my God, because I liked him and Damon, but see, that's the thing. That's how he got the show. Him and Damon were in a movie with Jeff Goldblum called Earth Girls Are Easy,
I loved that movie.
and that's actually where they met, and that's actually where Gina Davis met Jeff Goldblum, if I'm not mistaken. That's because they ended up getting married after that, and then they did The Fly or something like so. Yeah, but did Earth Girls Are Easy, and it after that, Damon's brother Keenan had gotten a pilot order from Fox, and they were, it was a black show, but they needed some white actors to play. It was going to be like a reverse Saturday Night Live because, you do Saturday Night Live. Well, we need at least one Negro to play all the black parts and
And
stuff.
Saturday
So,
Night Live isn't funny and hasn't been funny in decades.
uh,
And In Living Color was always funny.
yeah, but I guarantee you, if it stayed on longer,
Of course,
because
yeah.
yeah, that last season, it because Fox decided that they needed a more diverse cast, so they brought in
Ugh.
more white. It was like, you don't have enough white people on the show. The ratings had started, but it's like the Wayans had left, and then so they was like, we need to, so I remember they brought in this big white guy, and he was playing like this leprechaun. It was just crazy. They brought that Asian guy in. I think his name's Stephen Chin or something like that. He was in Fargo. He was in Fargo as the Asian guy that had a crush on the cop lady. I remember she met him, and she's telling him she's married and his wife had like died or something, and he was trying to hit on her and stuff. It was so because he was an Asian guy with the Minnesota accent. I thought that was hilarious.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, that scene in Fargo is hilarious because I was like, that's the dude from In Living Color. But I know the Asian guy married the woman Kelly that was on the show from the beginning. The white lady Kelly that was on In Living Color that played the little bratty girl, and
Yeah, I remember
yeah,
her.
yeah, and she played the black. You remember that she would play like the black and white girl that was in the modern world or whatever. Was She would talk like she was from the 40s or something, and it was like, oh, look, I'm in moving pictures. It's like she was really funny, and but she's married to the guy Steve that joined in one of the latter seasons because he came on, I think, right after Jamie Foxx came on the show because Jamie Foxx came right at the end too. Like Jamie Foxx came like the last 2 seasons, 3 seasons, something
What do you
like
think of
that.
Jamie?
Now or then?
Both.
Mm. Huh. Well, I thought he was very fun. It's funny watch because, like I said, he was in the. I think the episode I watched was from like season 2 or something. Where they were doing a goof on A Few Good Men, but it was A Few Good Men. Don't Ask, Don't Tell. It was him and Jim Carrey and David Allen Greer as the drill sergeant, and they were saying
Fuck.
that yeah, and at that point, Bill Clinton had signed the Don't Ask, Don't Tell bill.
Right.
And so, yeah, it was so funny because it was like Marlon Wayans was in. That was when they started working Marlon into some of the clips and everything. And it was like Keenan just put his whole damn family in the show because it's funny that Marlon is still, Marlon's worked his ass off, but he's still got like career and stuff, still doing movies. He's done movies with Tom Hanks and all this. And I was like, how the hell is he getting these movies? Because he had some funny moments on In Living Color, but I didn't really think he was that funny. You
Which
know,
brother is Homie the Clown?
that's Damon.
He
It's
was
Damon.
the funnier of the two.
Well, and then they put Sean on there because Sean was the DJ. Sean
Jesus,
was
there's three?
yeah. Let me see. Hold up. So you had Keenan,
Right.
you had Damon. Let's see, Keenan, Damon,
Marlon.
Sean, Marlon, and his sister Kim
Fuck me,
Wayans.
there's five of them.
The Bonita Betrayal. That was Kim. That was his older sister or whatever. Yeah, so
Wow.
Bonita Betrayal. Yeah, but
Well, they learned, I guess. That's what you do. You bring in your entire family into it.
And one of his brothers was like a producer on the show. He was he like helped direct, and he was
Well,
like a
that's the
producer on the
Hollywood
show.
thing, is to just bring all your family in so you never have to get any outsiders.
Hey, it worked though. It worked
Yeah.
because I was like, hey, I respect that. Because and then they went on and they created the what was it, the Scary Movie franchise, which they got taken from them after like they had to buy Keenan out because he had like executive producer credits and stuff. But like Scary Movie, and then man, they made so much money on on the Scary Movie
Oh, yeah.
franchise, and I was
Yeah.
just like, but that was another thing. They was like, there's too many black people in Scary Movie.
It's good for Black people to be in Scary Movie and in horror movies in general because they tend to shit themselves
Hmm.
when something scary happens. So it's
Yeah,
extra fun.
but now see, okay, so let's unpack that because
Oh,
that's
fuck. Here we go.
yeah, but see that goes into what you just said. You basically describe brothers bucking their eyes and stuff, and that's not. And that's which
There are.
obviously in Scary Movie that works, because you're trying to be funny. It's like, oh lordy, there's a monster. It's like,
Right?
yeah, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that in modern society because man, I remember some of those old ass, like what was it, like Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein's monster or
Right?
something, and they had I remember they had a black dude in there. There was this one black dude. I can't remember his name because they used to do the old movies like Step and Fetch It and stuff back in the day. And they had
Sleep
this
and
one.
eat.
There was because there was one guy, Pigmeat Markham, and all this. There was these black actors that could buck their eyes and make their eyes buck out and stuff. And he was like, boss, we sure is good
Yep.
today. And they would talk like that. And they had a guy like that in the Abbott and Costello movie. And and it was like Abbott Costello meets the mummy or something. And the mummy
Right.
comes out and the black
Just
dude's
shits
eyes
himself.
yeah, but his fucking eyes start bugging out and everything. But that's how he got, that dude, that one actor, he made a lot of money. I can't remember. I remember I saw a documentary about the history of Black Hollywood or something. And that actor, he was kind of shunned by Black society because Black folks consider that cooning. So he's like, hey, you cooning, but he took a lot of that money and he invested it, and ended up, retiring with a
Now,
nice little big bit of change.
fuck yeah. I mean, like, why is it cooning to be amusing? And second of all, superstition still runs pretty deep in the South,
Mm.
and you can see like they had some silly reality shows. Tracy Morgan hosted one of them
Oh
where
Lord.
they would fuck with people,
Oh, that
and
was on Sci-Fi. Yeah, I
you
remember that.
always got the best reactions from Black people. Black people would fucking get up and leave. Like, white people would try to continue to be polite and friendly. As soon as the Black person knew that shit was starting to be scary, they fucking vanished.
Yeah, and that is always one of the criticisms Black people have about white people in horror
They
movies.
stay.
It's like
I'm
I was like,
gone.
white people are too nosy.
Yeah,
So like you see something going down, you look like you
they go in
see
the basement.
they start investigating this shit like damn Scooby Doo. It's like the
I don't go
damn
in the fucking basement.
the
Who does
damn
that?
mystery machine or some shit. And I'm like, okay. It's like as soon it's like those Jason movies, man. As soon as
Yeah,
motherfuckers start getting slaughtered, it's
I'm
time
done.
to leave the
We're
camp,
done.
dude.
Absolutely.
Get
I
the
don't.
fuck out.
I'll never understand. It's very strange.
I was like, who is these white folks that's staying around while this dude is just slaughtering everybody?
So I prefer it. I prefer the Black response because I think it's more realistic. And
Mm,
they've always set white people up to be just stupid, just so stupid.
mm,
They're going in the attic, they're going in the basement, they got a flashlight with unreliable batteries. Everything is stupid.
mm.
It's very frustrating.
That's why I was like, yeah. So I'm sitting there going, they was like, what was it? I remember the Amityville Horror. I remember when the original one with James Brolin
Oh,
in it and stuff.
right.
And you remember the part with the black liquids coming up from the toilet
How
and
about the
shit?
fucking pig? How about the flies? I understand in that one situation, I'm gonna give them a break because they couldn't afford to leave. They didn't have the money to leave. But even then, go sleep in the fucking car.
Yeah,
Go to the beach.
I'm getting the fuck out of there, man. I was like,
I
once
would
I
never have
started seeing
stayed.
all this shit, I was like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here,
And it
man.
screws up your ability to like suspend disbelief because it's too silly. Like, what do you?
Mm.
It's too ridiculous that you stayed. I
Yeah,
can't take it.
that doesn't that's not gonna work for me. I'm like, yeah,
Time to go.
I
Time
think
to
I
go.
need to this isn't gonna work for me. But do you enjoy horror movies in general or no?
I watch them all, and I hate most. But once in a while, there's a gem. So
Last good horror movie you watched?
oof, oof. The Descent is the only one that's sticking out in my mind, even though it's quite old, and there was a sequel that was not good. But The Descent was a low budget, and it was phenomenal. It was scary. It was awful,
Hmm.
and I loved it. Awful.
I I think you need to go see Dark Phoenix because I heard that was a fucking horror show. That
I heard terrible things.
that's what I'm saying.
What
I heard
happened?
I heard that as soon as that bitch gets on the screen, everybody's like, ah, ah, ah.
Was it woke or like what's wrong?
It's just okay. They had to do the reshoots. They had to do the reshoots because apparently they copied the ending of Captain Marvel or something. It was so close to the Captain
What?
Marvel. They'd already spent like $200 million on this movie. Um, so they had to go in and they had shapeshifters in the movie. So they had to go in and change who they were like, well, we can't just say we don't have shapeshifters, so we made them different shapeshifters. Apparently, they were using the scrolls, which are the same. They used the scrolls in Captain Marvel, so it was like weird. It's like, okay, so we got the scrolls, and it just wasn't working. And Sophie Turner, that plays Jean Grey, she was on Game of Thrones, and I've talked about her before because she admitted, like, she got the part in X-Men Apocalypse, and she admitted that when she read for the part, they did have her come in and read for the part. She admitted that there was another actress that read for the part that was way better than her. That she wasn't that good of an actress. She's and I always talk to people about being self-aware. She admitted she wasn't that good of an actress, and there was a more qualified actress that I think she was a Canadian TV star or something, and hadn't really been in much, maybe a couple of TV shows and some commercials, and just for whatever reason, well, Sophie was like, when they looked at her resume and they looked at my resume, it wasn't comparable, because she had only been in a few things, and I'm on Game of Thrones, and I've got like 1 million followers, I've got the social media presence and all that kind of stuff,
Right.
where
So
I
they knew
can
that that would
promote the
carry.
yeah.
Right.
And so she was like, yeah, I didn't get the part because I'm a good actress. I got the
You got it
part
because
because
Game of Thrones.
yeah. So she's admitting.
Good
And
on her.
well, I mean, I respect it. Oh,
Yeah.
and another, oh man. And I love this. I mean, Sophie Turner in the last few months, I already thought she was highly fuckable, right?
Yeah.
But she has gone up to like, uh, on a scale of 10, she's like a 14, 15 level now
What? Why?
because she admitted that her love that she was more what they call it, more flexible, fluent, sexually fluent with her love. She's been with women. I thought that was,
Oh.
oh man,
She's a
yeah.
hoa.
Well, this is how she put it, that she did not have any boundaries when
Oh,
it came
wow.
to love.
So you think
And
that she's like multiple input?
well, oh God, I hope so. I love that.
No
If they
boundaries.
if they just let
She
if
into
they just let
robots?
you yeah, if they just let you put it anywhere, that is the best, man.
Ew.
I'm telling you, that is the fucking best. When you get a chick that lets you put it anywhere, I'm like, oh, see, I already know. I've obviously I've mind fucked you so many times over the. I mean, it's been a decade, so it's like
Right?
a decade of perversion. Um, this is for me. I've thought about it, but I always figured you wouldn't let me have the anus.
Ew.
And see, I knew it.
Ew.
Um,
What about yours? Are you open for business back there?
Oh, fuck no, because I'm a
Oh my
guy.
God, what's the difference? You
Okay,
hypocrite.
now to be fair, and I admitted this to Sashi, I did allow a young lady to mess with me back there.
With what? Like a big appliance?
Well, her fingers and stuff. She
Well,
just kind of did some stuff, tickled my balls a little bit.
okay, that doesn't count. No, if you
But
weren't
no,
getting
no,
plowed,
no. I mean, she just stuck a finger up there and just kind of messed around, and
it's not the same. It
I
doesn't
let
count.
someone tickle my asshole. That's different. That's as long as it's not a guy though. But no toys and nothing. But yeah, just kind of. I mean, just kind of messed around back there.
Oh my God.
Just kind of messed around back there. It
It's
wasn't.
fine, but it doesn't count.
It's totally not gay. And
No, it is not gay.
yeah, it's like hey, just messed around with my anus. But
Oh,
But see,
wow.
that's the thing. I've often thought that you would deny me the anus,
I
and
would. I would,
see,
sir.
and that bothers me.
Well, I
That
would
bothers me.
trade you
Uh oh.
one for one, But if you're
I would
gonna
be afraid that I would allow you, and then when it came time for me to collect, you would renege on it.
That's so uncool.
I would be so upset at you.
You just would have to have the perspective because it's fairly uncomfortable, and you should know what
Mm.
that sensation is like before you inflict it on somebody else.
No, well, I've done it several times, but here's the thing: I always laughed in that scene with Bad Santa with the chick, and he's
Right.
fucking up the ass. He goes, "You ain't gonna shit right for a week,"
Oh
and
my
she's like,
God.
"I ain't shit right for a week." It was so fun because my ex, I remember I plowed her up the ass, but
Oh,
she was very hesitant to allow me the anus,
you know
and
why?
why?
Because it's gross and it hurts.
Well, she kept saying no, and then we had a big and we had a big fight, and because she realized that she had kind of been a cunt, and she says, "I want to
Okay,
make it up
fine.
to you."
Oh,
Yeah, and
goodness.
she realized she had been because I was like, "You were way over the top." She's like, "I know, I was a little over the." She said, "I'm sorry, I got really emotional," and I mean, she was like punching walls and shit was
Oh, for
crazy.
goodness
Oh
sakes.
yeah, yeah, fucking shit up in here and stuff, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I thought we were gonna break up,
Oh
and
my God.
and she finally got her shit together, and I was like, I don't know, man, you was kind of wilding out there, and she's like, I am so sorry, and I was just, and she's freaking out, and
That's the girl move. I'm
and
so
then
sorry after you
and
do
then
something insane.
yeah, so, and she knew a blowjob was not gonna fix the situation,
Oh,
so yeah, because I was like, she was already sucking my dick all the time, so that wasn't gonna get it,
you had to
and
escalate.
then so she was like, I'm gonna give you my ass. And I was like, "Are you sure?" And she was like, "No, but
No.
but
Oh, and you did it anyway like a monster.
yeah, oh yeah, I took it. I took it. But it was strange though. It was like 3 or 4 days later, she was like, "I still feel really weird back there and stuff." And
Yes.
it was like 3 or 4 days later, she's complaining, that she's still having like, she might have had like a rectal tear or something. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know, but it was I mean, it got better because I mean we were still together for like another year and something after that. But
I've been on the internet too much. I've seen wizard sleeves. I have seen prolapses like you could not imagine. Pink socks. Bad, bad imagery of that. So I think it's left a bit of a fear and a bad taste in my mouth.
when you said the wizard sleeve, that man, I had a Borat flashback when he was like when he was talking about his wife. He's like, my wife is like sleeve of wizard, and I was like cracking up.
I
But
saw a 7-inch prolapse. And the guy, I'm sorry, anybody who's listening to this, I apologize right now. The guy wanted that prolapse. He was excited about it.
mm,
And the other men who were in the room grabbed hold of the angry tissue and used it to masturbate themselves with. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to
Oh,
do with that sight. Like,
oh,
I didn't know how to get over it. Maybe I'm still not over it.
I'm very glad I didn't see that. And
And it was from a convention that they have called the Fist Fest.
oh,
And I just, these men. This is what happens when men don't have girls around. They get into the Fist Fest.
I've seen some fisting videos, and they disturbed me.
Have you seen footing videos? It's
Oh,
exactly what you think.
hold on, no. Um, the former coach of the New York Giants, Rex Ryan, when he got exposed for being a foot fetishist and stuff, and they took he had like a little screen name, and man, that's one thing. The folks on the internet, they got way too much time on their hands, so they
Oh,
started investigating, and they found a picture, and you could tell that it was apparently something that he had shown on television from his office or something. They saw something, they
no.
recognized it, and
And outed him.
he was taking photos of his wife's feet, and like they were, like people with foot fetishes and stuff. It was,
Now that's fucked up because he was taking pictures of his wife. He wasn't doing anything scandalous and he shouldn't have been outed. But no, this is fucking people with your foot.
yeah. And there's a last night on Twitter, because I follow like 1,000 porn people. Like I follow just a couple of my friends, and then everybody else is just porn and shit.
You need to send me like your favorite ones so I can follow them and see what you're looking at.
I don't want you to judge me.
But that's my job.
Well, there was one that was cool. There was one I started following a couple weeks ago, and it was cool, But they say, hey, we'll do promotion. So they've all got these big Twitters with like 50, 100,000 Twitter followers that are all there looking for porn, and then like you have to DM them and pay them, and then they'll tweet your porn shit out, right? If you're trying
Oh,
to promote
wow.
something, right? So yeah, I mean, hey, you can make a lot of money on Twitter
There's a
doing
whole
porn.
thing.
Yeah, so um there was one I was following was real cool, and she started tweeting out tranny shit, and I had to.
Oh,
That was yeah. If I see tranny shit, that's an automatic unfollow
why?
because I'm heterosexual. I don't want to
Right.
see trannies.
But you see dick.
I see a dick inserted into an anus or a vagina of a female.
Right?
Yeah, I had
But there is a
to.
dude there. I mean, like,
Yeah. Oh man. Let's see. Some of the stuff I follow. Okay. Cause like I said, it's completely unhealthy. And I remember I was talking my buddy Doug to Naple. I talked to him privately, and I was like, I got a problem. I watch way too much porn.
really?
And yeah, I watch way too much porn. I'm exposed. I think I've become desensitized to it because I watch way too much porn.
Shit.
It's a problem.
Has
I
it
mean,
gotten more depraved, like, over time? Now you have to watch really gross shit to get off?
Um, I don't like the full movies. I'm definitely into. I want to go straight into the fucking now. I don't want
Same
to.
here.
It's like, hey, the pizza guy shows up, and then
Ugh,
she can't pay, and
no.
then she has to offer to
Get
blow
to it.
him, and they get. Yeah, I was like, that's one thing I like about the Twitter because they can just show like little 2 minute clips. So my whole
Your attention span is fucked up
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Same
and
here.
so my whole timeline is full of like Bang Bros, Brazzers, all that kind of shit, and but like I said, if I see any tranny stuff,
You're out.
they get evacuated real quick. I had to
What
get rid
else
of.
are you out on, like, right away?
I don't like P videos because sometimes they like to do the P videos. Um, which that throws me off. I've never been fascinated, and I've had girls pee in front of me, and I'm not interested in it. Um,
I don't
and
see anything interesting about it.
yeah, and then yeah, and
And obviously you're not going to be interested in, you know,
yeah, I
the
don't.
the
I
other
definitely.
any
I'm not
body
into.
waste.
Well, yeah, I'm not into. I'm not. Oh, and and you can find that, and that throws me off too. And I
There's
was like,
lots of that.
no, yeah. I remember when I was living with my old roommates that they were in a band called the Tony Dance and Tap Dance Extravaganza. and they were signed to black market activities under Metal Blade. You know, Metal Blade was like one of
Right.
Metallica. Yeah, that was like one of Metallica's first record labels and stuff. So I mean, they were, you know, they did some things. They're on iTunes and shit. But they we had a band come stay with us, and the guy brought, you know, he was like, hey, what's your Wi-Fi password? You know, gave him the
Oh,
Wi-Fi
fuck.
password and all this kind of stuff. Next thing I know, these guys are into he's I couldn't believe they were looking at
Oh, God.
the Shiza porn or whatever the fuck.
Scheisse.
Yeah, and all I they were like, Antonio, come look at this. And I was like, I thought it was gonna be some sexy shit, right? And next
No.
thing I know, they got like a little champagne glass and some bitches squatting over the glass and shitting in the glass and stuff.
Oh.
And I was like, yo,
You know, it used to be like the German thing, and the Japanese have really perfected it.
oh God.
It is horrifying.
You know, hey, that shit is that don't do it for me. I'm not into I don't want to watch anybody getting peed on. I don't want to watch the Shiza videos. I'm not into that. If you're into I'm not really into BDSM that much either. Um
Really?
yeah, it just doesn't do it. You know, okay, you get the black leather, you got the studs on, all that shit, and it's just like, I mean, but if that's your world, let's get it. But I mean, it doesn't do it for me. I'm more of a I'm more of into, you know, I'm into straight sex, different positions, you know, 69, all that kind of stuff. Um, it doesn't, that extra kinky shit just don't do it.
You
But
don't
like,
need it.
yeah, it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it for me. And I've noticed some people have just got numb. But what I watched last night, I was going down my timeline. It's weird, and it throws me off because my whole timeline is like entertainment news, sports news, and porn and comics. I forgot about that.
That's
Yeah,
that's a
because
man, you
yeah,
know.
it's weird because it's like I follow some comic artists. I follow like TMZ. I follow like Entertainment Tonight and Entertainment Weekly. So I go down my timeline and it's like comic book, TMZ Sports, boom, 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 football stuff, boom, NBA, boom, porn, and then I see a chick jerking a guy off with her feet. And this was last night, and she was cranking the guy out with her feet.
Is that bothersome to you?
I didn't turn away,
More like
but
just ugh,
it just didn't do it for me though. But
right.
I mean, but he, you know, he got it out. He blew one out. Bam. You know,
Ew.
it's like, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you jerk somebody off, dear.
I know.
I know.
Stop.
I don't know how much of the equipment you've handled over the years, but
Everything about it is just gross and embarrassing, you know?
I mean, you do realize if you ever come see me that I'm gonna kind of probably expect you to crank me off one or something.
Really? You can expect that.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God.
You know,
I'll keep
guys'
that in
hands are
mind,
all.
sir.
I'm just saying, guys' hands are all rough and callousy and everything. You
They're
know, it's like,
gross.
and it's always better when a lady handles the equipment. Now, my ex threw me off a little bit because she had just, you know, she had never touched a penis before. She had only been with her ex girlfriend. She had come out of that relationship 5 years with a woman,
Oh, and
and
she ended
so
up with a beast like you.
yeah. Oh
Oh,
God,
how
yeah.
cruel.
Well, I mean, like I said, yeah, well, yeah. So she got that, but she I noticed I had to teach her everything. It was weird because she thought she was milking a cow when she was jerking me off and stuff.
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
No, she would grab my shit and she would just start tugging on it, and I was like, no, that's no, baby, that's you got to be gentler. She
Eh,
was like, just like grabbing my shit, and I was like, no, you gotta be,
you're
hey,
under
what do you
attack.
think? Yeah, and I was like, damn, she really, cause she milked the cow before her father. They'd been on farm and
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
She thought she was fucking milking the cow. I was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Cause she was just grabbing my shit and just tugging. And I was like, oh, you gotta be soft, gentle. I'm like, whoa,
If
ah,
your porn is getting out of hand, I've lived on the internet for quite some time now, and my porn did get out of hand at one point as well. Um, do like 3 months of no fap, you know, just
I,
flat, just end
I
it.
I can do like 3 days with no fap.
No, you gotta go, 3 6 months and really let it kind of reset so that you're not down to clown gangbangs and stuff like that.
Oh my
How
god.
it can get really gross.
Oh, now I watched, what was it? Something that popped up on my timeline a couple months ago. Um, the she passed away, what, about 2 3 years ago. What was it? The wrestler Joni Lauer, who wrestled in the WWE as China.
China, did you see
Okay,
the size of her equipment?
but she had the first one she did with Sean Waltman, X Pac.
The one night in
Yeah,
China?
yeah, that was horrible, and
Oh,
she needed labia surgery. She needed to, yeah, 'cause she
it was gigantic.
yeah,
Everything down
because,
there was so big.
well, I've heard some people say that because she ended up admitting that she had taken some supplements, and I
Like
was like,
tea.
no shit. Yeah, yeah, it's like, no shit, really? You took some steroids? I'm shocked. I'm shocked to hear that.
Yeah, real
But
surprised.
she did one porn. She did a couple of other porns after that, but she did one where it was a goof on like superheroes, and she played the She-Hulk in this porn,
Oh my
and so
god.
so full body paint. They've got her in full green body paint, and you can find clips of us. Like, I got a Pornhub account and everything, so you just, like, stay on Pornhub and you can find clips of this. It was so weird watching the person bang her with the green paint on, because she was like, the paint starts smearing. It was like, it was crazy.
I don't like it.
It was it was weird, and she's got that voice and everything, and I was like,
That
okay.
voice. Joni was ill. She was an ill person, so I felt kind of weird watching her shit, but at the same time I couldn't look away.
Mm.
But I felt like I was doing something bad.
Well, she did, because what was it? What was it? Celebrity House or something. I remember they
One of
did.
those rehab shows.
Yeah, yeah. She'd been on, cause she'd been on like rehab. But she was on the show on VH1. I remember after they had done the porn, and then I remember X Pac showed up, and it was crazy. I was like, oh my god, this is so bad.
Wow.
Um, but I um I definitely, like I said, I watched the One Night in China thing, and I was like,
Oh
oh.
yeah.
But I also watched the what was the one that John Wayne Bobbitt did.
I did too. Frank and Penis.
That's the second one.
Oh, what was the first one?
The first one was John Wayne Bobbitt Uncut.
Oh yes, you're right. You're right.
And yeah, and I remember we went. This was when you could still, when they still had those video rental places, and they had the adult room, and it was so
Mhm.
funny. There was a place called Mega Video here, and so I went to Mega Video, and they had some of the better video rental prices in this area. So they had a room with a curtain, and so you had to be 18 or older, because they would like check your IDs and stuff. They had
Yeah.
somebody back there, and like, you come back there and you didn't look old enough, hey man, you gotta go. Even though, because they had all the porn. It still blows my mind that I'm talking about renting VHS tapes,
Oh God.
because they were renting porn VHS. DVDs weren't very widespread at that time. Matter of fact, I don't even think it existed. It was still, we had Laserdisc, but they and when I'm talking at this time frame, there weren't any DVD players at that time. Maybe over in Japan or something.
Hmm.
I don't know, but this was still, everything was still on VHS, and I would rent a porn movie, and when you rent it, I had a dual VCR, so you could like dub. So what I did is I'd rent the movie and then I'd dub it, because it was my buddy Keith, and he died like 2 years ago. I remember he was only 45 and he had a heart attack. Just dropped,
Jesus.
just like, yeah, it fucked me up, man. Because I was like, damn, he was only 45 years old. He just dropped dead, man. Shit fucked me up. But when he was like 20, I was 19 and he was like 23. And we were working at Hardee's together. He was my manager. Yeah. And yeah, that was my dude. We'd go to strip clubs together and shit. That was my homie right there. I fucked with him. he was from Dallas Fort Worth. He's from that area and stuff, and he had I mean, big old redneck boy, but we just got along just so good. I mean, cause it was so funny because he liked Ozzy Osbourne and country music.
Mm.
I mean, he liked Ozzy even when Ozzy's music wasn't that good because he was like, it's
Fuck
not
it, it's
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
It is. Yeah, it was like, yeah, because he every time Ozzy would come to concert, Ozzy came down to Nashville a few times and performed. If Ozzy was coming, that motherfucker was going to that shit. I
Oh.
was like, that motherfucker came to see Ozzy, and afterward he was like, yeah, Ozzy's not in his prime right now, but it's Ozzy, and I was
He's
like, so you know
loyal.
what I mean? Yeah, and I was like, yeah, he's loyal, so he was just like, fuck it, but um, it was that kind of shit, but yeah, he was just oh man, I was like, so you're admitting that he's not, but yeah, he was,
He's like
yeah,
one of those people who kept following Elvis even while Elvis was all fat and drunk and
yeah, yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up.
Yeah, it was just like, but man, I think about him all the time now because
Oh,
um,
that sucks.
yeah, I was like, yeah, his wife called me and because I noticed I'd missed, I was at work and I got off and she had called me at like 2 o'clock in the morning
Oh,
and
fuck.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And his wife Robin, I called her. I said, hey Robin, I missed your call. What's going on? And she said, I hate to tell you like this, but Keith died.
Jesus.
And I was like, what? It just blew me away because he had a heart attack. Let's see, he was 45. When he was 41, he had a heart attack. And he told me he had a heart attack. I was like, oh, fuck. And because he had been in the hospital for like 2 weeks and stuff, and they put a stent in there and shit. And looked like he had recovered pretty well. Oldest kid had gotten married and had a little, had a grandbaby and stuff. It looked like life was going good. And then, he had gotten a pretty good job and he was like driving a forklift and shit. He dropped dead at work. He was working and
Jesus.
he just dropped dead at work. I was like, what the fuck? Shit fucked with me, man. I
But
just,
maybe that's the best way to go, where it's very sudden like that and you're just rather than prolonged illness.
uh I would rather I'd rather go out the old fashioned way with a nice young lady riding my cock or something like that. Although that would be a mystery for that would not be good for her, I'm sure.
No.
Because she'd be sitting here with like Jabba the Hutt dying on her or something. That would be horrible. I can only imagine. I can only imagine if I fucking like croaked out and some little young, because she would definitely be a young. It's like I'm not gonna be fucking some old broad on my last one. It's like she'll be at least 20 years younger than me, and just fucking. Oh yeah, that's the way to go. And it's some little sweet young thing,
I'm gonna take a
and
shotgun to the back of the head in my sleep. I like
oh,
that.
uh,
Can I have that? So I
well,
don't even know anything about it.
I always wondered what Phil Hartman thought when he was floating away from his body.
Nothing.
Oh, because that had to be fucked up. His wife just, he was asleep and his
So
wife
nasty.
just blew his
Yeah.
brain out. I saw his son and his daughter. They're all adults now and stuff. And the fam, because I think it was his sister that got custody of the kids
Right.
after, yeah. And that was just, because she killed him and then she killed herself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that had to be fucked. I know those kids had to be. They look normal. The
Well, you
the
can't see
I
it.
mean I mean, like you said, they were like adults now. It's like
Yeah.
it's like paparazzi had taken a photo of them, and I was like, they're not celebrities, so I don't know why
Could
these.
you not? Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
not take those pictures and harass them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying because this is like they're not famous. They're not going around doing. At least as far as I've seen, I haven't seen either one of them express interest in doing
Right.
comedy or
There's a lot of
acting or anything.
ghoulishness in the paparazzi.
Yeah, and so it kind of threw me off. I was like, hey, they're adults. They seem to be fun. But wouldn't it be fucked up if they were like secretly into like depravities and shit now because they grew up knowing that their mom like fucking shot their father and offed herself and shit and they've
I don't
got
know how
her.
you would get over it, you know?
Ugh.
I think
They,
you'd always it would always be on in your head on some level.
yeah, well, see, that's the thing. And I kind of feel like that with like Michael Jackson's kids too, because I was like,
Oh
oh man,
God, those poor kids.
I was just like, if you're Michael Jackson's child, you can't be normal, can you? It's
No, no, that
um
time is long gone.
yeah, I was like, you can't. Well, Paris. What was it? Paris has tried to kill herself at least twice.
Oh no, God damn it.
Well, she just tried to kill herself. What, 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago?
Oh,
Um,
I didn't know. That's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. But the
What about
first
that
time,
blanket where they got him locked up?
he actually, I think Blake's the youngest one. I thought he just graduated. I think I'm pretty sure because they got a YouTube channel. The brothers do. I know the brothers have a YouTube channel that they're I can't remember what it's
It
called
pisses
because
me off when people sue the estate now because you're just robbing those kids.
mm,
Have they not
well,
been robbed enough? They need to be robbed more. Just stop. He's gone. That's enough now.
and then so I remember I've seen people and they go, well, they're not really his kids. I was like, whether he adopted them or whatever,
Oh,
they're
how
what I'm saying.
annoying.
And I was like,
Ignorant.
because because I've got friends that have adopted kids and they're like, those are my kids.
I got
So
adopted kids. Those are my kids.
that's
Fuck
what I
you.
was. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I was like, they're not really his children. I was like, it doesn't matter. He raised them.
You fucking raised them. They're your kids. Fuckhead.
So and they loved him. Whether anyone else did, they loved him. And
Yeah.
like I said, Paris is definitely. I feel because it looks like Paris should be having a great life. She had
Right.
she's got this boyfriend. I think he's a photographer or some shit like that. He looks like he could use a shave in the bath though. He looked kind of look.
One of
I
those.
saw, I saw yeah he has kind of a grungy look to him. I saw a
Fucking
picture of them
hippies.
together. Yeah, and yeah, little beard and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, and I was like, I know he's banging her pretty heavy. And and they were together and she still like tried to off herself, which kind of threw me off. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know what her mindset is though. It seems like she's very emotional. She's got Instagram
Yeah.
and stuff and it's she seems very emotional because like I said, what was about 6, 7 years ago she tried to take herself out and they had to get her counseling and stuff. But then a couple months ago, whatever this incident happened, this was after the Leaving Neverland documentary aired.
Oh God.
And yeah, and it was
Did you watch
everybody
it?
that was like fucking Freddy Krueger and Jason.
I watched the whole thing. It was fucking awful.
It I have said this. If you do a horror marathon, you have to show that has to be the lead film, all
For
four
real.
hours of it.
Oh my God.
It is
You want my super fucking unpopular opinion too?
uh-oh. All right, let's have it.
It's
Because
bad.
wait a minute, hold up. Before you say that, because the on the what was it, 2 shows ago where we had the abortion discussion.
Yes.
You pissed off a lot of people.
Oh,
Trust
sorry.
me. I was like, I got comments and DMs and shit, and I was like, you pissed off a few people. And I was like, that's my Anna. She's a pistol.
Well, here you go, because this is even worse.
Uh-oh. Here we
Um,
go. Let's have
had
it.
had he not the boy that he bought the ring for, the young boy,
Oh
the
God.
wedding ring, had he not cheated on that boy and abandoned him and dumped him, had he stayed with him, I probably would have been fine with it.
Oh God.
It was the hurt that he perpetrated, you
Oh
know?
no.
Because I know, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
oh,
Obviously the parents were not, you know, taking care, and Michael obviously loved him.
oh,
Um,
oh no.
if they had just stayed together, I think it would have been. I wouldn't have had any qualms. But he fucked him over, so fuck him.
This is cringe as fuck.
Sorry, can't help it.
Oh
I can't help
God.
it.
Okay. Okay. With that being said, let's discuss the film.
Oh, that poor
Okay.
kid.
Oh God. Oh, let's see.
I just wanted
Okay.
them to be happily ever after, and it
Oh,
didn't work out.
okay. Hold on. Let me put a time out because I definitely want to discuss Leaving Neverland. But I have a very interesting question from Anders in the chat, and he goes, "Akari Press, I'm going to meet a girl from Tinder soon. Any tips of to do or not to do?" Okay, here's my experience on Tinder. Lot of trannies on Tinder.
Really?
And they list themselves. I have myself listed as a straight male looking for, I'm looking for heterosexual sex, so i.e., I'm a man seeking a woman.
You ever add
And
no dicks, please?
oh God,
Like just straight up?
it's weird that you would even have to put that
It
on there.
is. It is.
And you know how many transgenders have come up in my searches when I'm looking? And I
Ugh.
look and they all have themselves listed as, and I'm okay. I'm not, and before I get any crazy DMs and stuff, look, if you are trans, be trans. It's cool. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when I'm looking for, when I'm a man saying that I'm looking for a woman, and you're trans and coming up in my feed, I don't like that because
It's
I'm not
tricky.
looking for that. And that's not fair to me.
No.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're trans, it's totally cool. I don't have a problem with you. I hope you find someone that loves you and all that shit. I mean that. I'm not just giving you phony platitudes and all that. I want everybody to be able to find love and be happy and just be able to live their life the way they want to. However, I am looking for heterosexual females. I'm looking for women. And I mean, okay, hold up. That even sounds bad saying that because you're saying, oh, so you're saying trans aren't women?
No,
I'm
they're
like,
not.
oh,
But
okay.
what if they get the surgery? Are you okay with it then?
I am looking for someone that is born. If you transitioned, I hope you find someone that is okay with your transition.
It just ain't you.
Although now I know a couple, and this blew my mind. One was born a woman, one was born a man, and they transitioned and had the surgeries. And then they met each other.
And now they have straight sex.
So it blew me away. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, they often come to discover that other than the fetishists, they kind of only have each other for a dating pool.
It threw
And
me
that's,
off because
you know,
I
a
was
bummer
like,
for them.
oh God, man. Okay, yeah,
So
I
watch
was
out for Adam's apples. People wearing chokers because they're trying to hide their Adam's apple. Great big man hands. You just have to ask.
Oh, okay. So Anders says that she is a real girl. She has two girls, 11 and 13. Okay, so it's a
Ooh.
real woman. Okay. Well, God, I'm not. Okay. To my trans, because I know some trans people. I'm not hating on y'all. Please listen to me. I know I'm still gonna get because whenever I say something and it's
Oh, it's
controversial,
coming.
yeah, the motherfuckers send me messages and shit. It's like, Antonio, I listened to your last episode of Sexy Party, and I'm trans, and I normally support you, but and I'm like, look, if you are trans, listen to me. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying, I'm telling you though, I don't want to have sex with you.
Hmm.
That's not being homophobic or transphobic to say that I don't
That's
want
the
to.
new argument is that
Yeah,
we're
oh my,
bigots.
yeah. And I'm not cool with that. I'm not,
No.
no, fuck that. I'm not going with that. If you are not what they call a cis born female, a natural
Hmm.
born female, then you shouldn't be sliding in my DMs like that. I'm just being real.
Hmm.
But if you're gay or trans, I support you. I hope you find love. I want you to be happy. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I mean that. I don't want anybody harmed. I want everybody to be able to live their life and be happy and find love.
But in
I,
order for them to be happy and find love, they have to be accepted by you and by me,
I
according
accept
to
you,
their
but I don't
argument.
accept you as a sexual partner.
Well, then you're being a bigot.
Yeah, well, I can't do that. I'm
Right.
sorry.
It's a terrible dialogue. And now anyone who disagrees is labeled with horrible names, and it's just the dialogue has stagnated because of that.
Yeah, and that's the part. That's the part right there that I would caution my trans brothers and sisters to I don't know, y'all need to rework that a little bit because there are people that are sympathetic to you, but then you go, okay, I'm cool with you being trans. I just don't want to date someone that's trans. Oh, you're a bigot.
Yeah,
Oh God. And then
but
you
you know,
push
it's
so many people away with that.
right. There's a division now. I don't know if you remember Buck Angel,
Yeah, from the Howard Stern show,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
He calls himself a transsexual now, and they're
Oh,
kind of taking that for for themselves, the ones who acknowledge that they are trans and aren't trying to pretend. And then there's a much smaller but very loud faction that want to pretend that they are exactly what they say they are simply because they say it. And anyone who disagrees is a Nazi. So there's divisions even in the tranny community now because of this.
yeah.
It's
I
very
just,
silly.
but like I said, if you are trans, yeah, I'm totally cool with you being trans. We
Yeah,
can be friends. It's all good. However, I'm just, yeah, I don't want to date you, and I don't want to be called a bigot because I don't want to date you.
you're so entitled to that. Anything less is deceptive and gross, and uh, people are being violated.
Well, I mean, it's just I've got a dear friend of mine, you know, that people thought we were dating, and she said, I love Antonio, he's a great guy, but I don't date outside my race. And people were like, oh my god, oh my god,
No,
and she just got freaked out and everything. And people started going, oh, she just said she doesn't date outside of her race.
racist.
And I was like,
Ugh.
I kick it with her all the time. We have all kind of fun. She just doesn't date black guys. I'm cool with that.
You can't
Um,
help what you're attracted to. It's not a choice.
I was just like, yeah, she's a white woman. She wants to date white men. But it was funny because we had a lot of chemistry, and she was like, if you were white, I would totally date you.
Oh,
So then I start wondering because I did like her,
could you work on her?
and I was just like, it kind of. But I mean, we're still friends now, so it's just weird because I was just like, eh, it's okay. But she was just like, eh.
People get raised a certain way, and they feel skeevy about stuff. They don't even really understand why. I think you could probably work through it if you wanted to.
And let me see. Yoda Yo says, "Swipe left. You're not a bigot. It's just not your thing." And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I agree with that. But my biggest thing is I wish Tinder would put a category or something. They just got male, female. I wish they put like trans or something
They
like that
wouldn't
in
use
there.
it. They would
Uh,
use
they
the
would just use
category
the
they identify
yeah.
with.
They would
Yeah.
use the female or something. Yeah.
So
Um, because there's so many of them that pop up in my timeline now. And like I was on OK Cupid, what was it, a few days ago. I started to screenshot it and send it to you because it just blew me away. And it was a dude. It was a trans woman,
dude,
and came up as like a 93% match for me. And I was like, oh
two
fuck.
dudes being dudes together.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh, and I was like, okay, so she's trans, and then there was a part of me, so I was like, swipe left if you don't want, and then swipe right, and I was like, but she's trans, and then I was like, well, she's also a 93% match.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fun for hanging out with at the game. You
Hmm.
know, not so much a fuck partner.
That's like 93% though. That's a
Well,
high.
you don't mind
That's
getting
a
a little
high.
beanbag in the works there.
Oh
Give it a
man.
shot.
It was crazy. So I don't know. Like I said, um, but obviously I did the swipe left thingy
Oh,
and
93% you swipe.
swipe left. Yeah, I swiped left because if you swipe right, then you go, yeah, they like you.
Yeah, you should. I
Um,
don't know. 93 is pretty
I
fucking high.
was like, oh, Cecil. Cecil says, I met this really cute girl with a head injury on OK Stupid.
Fuck.
And yeah, so Cecil, you've got to come on Sexy Party. Cecil is hilarious. I've done some streams with him, and
I think
he
you
is
mentioned him before.
yes, he is a buddy, and I've streamed with him a few times on other channels, and he's hilarious. And I think he would be a delight to have on Sexy Party. I would love to have him on if he could make it one time. But we always just kind of spur the moment. We don't actually schedule these things. I don't really
Right.
know. It's just like, yep, let's do it. But
Let's try and do a schedule at some point.
yeah,
Why
that's
are we so
it.
fucking disorganized? Why can't we get it together?
Well, he says okay, so I don't know. Yeah, but we need to schedule it because I would love because we had, when I had Doug Naple on, we had to schedule, to make sure that he'd be
Right.
on at the right time and stuff. So, he created Earthworm Jim, and I
That
was
is
like,
so
okay.
cool.
And I was like, hey, he's got the Earthworm Jim comic on Indiegogo now, and he's over 240 grand. And he sent me an original page of art from his other book, and
Oh.
yeah, I've got page 80 of his book before Bigfoot Bill. He sent me a page. He was like, "Hey, what's your address? I want to send you a page of art." And I was
Oh.
like, "Oh," and I was like, the fact that Doug Tadable sent me a page of art, I loved it so much. It was great. Big time. So salute to him, and he's come on this channel a few times. Love Dougie. He's an awesome guy. A little hard headed, but awesome guy.
Aren't we
No,
all? Like every
uh,
one of us is weird.
yeah. That's because I just like, yeah. Doug's been kind of wilding out on Twitter over the last few days, and the good thing about Doug is I don't agree with Doug, and then I'll go in his DMs and I'll say, hey Doug, such, and I'll let him know, and he'll tell me his position, and we don't agree, but we're still friends.
Isn't that
It doesn't.
nice?
Yeah, that's
That's what's missing right now from discourse.
and that's I know like when you said the abortion thing, like some people, like I said, some people had differing opinions on it, obviously, and
Yeah.
I was like, obviously, I said I'm pro-life, and like I said, you pissed some people off, just know that. Some people was like, this fucking girl.
Ooh, fucking ho.
Oh yeah, and they were hot, and so they were hot, and I was like, I said, what an amazing world it would be if I only interacted with people that I agreed with,
How fucking boring would it be?
Yeah, I was just like,
How would you ever learn anything new?
and that's the thing, and I was like, I know you think Anna is horrible or whatever, but
Horrible woman.
but I was like, that's my homie. I fuck with her heavy. That's my partner right there. And I was like, yo, that
I'm
is
sorry, I'm so bad. It's
yeah.
been a long, hard life, and now I have long, hard opinions.
Mm.
Shut up.
I got something else that's long and hard for you. Although it's
Oh,
not
for
long. It's
heaven's
not.
sakes.
Well, it's not long. It's just.
I should have
Uh,
known that was coming.
yeah, it's. I guess I should. Yeah, I should retract the long part because
Girthy, though. And
yes,
that's
it
really
is.
that's what's important.
It
The
is. I do have the
stretch.
girth. I am
Then,
proud of
then
my
you're
girth.
fine.
I've
You
got
know
like a
what?
Coke bottle. Yeah,
It's
it's like.
time to send me a photograph of this thing.
Do you
Let
really
me get
want a
let
photograph?
me get a look at it before the next show, and I will give you my evaluation as a porn aficionado.
That would be funny for the show for you to break down a picture of my penis.
I would gladly do that for you. I've
I
seen a
would.
lot of dick.
Oh my god, I would have to. Oh my god, I might have to. That might have to be the feature
Yeah,
of the next sexy party. Is
absolutely.
oh my
I'll get out
god.
my little laser pointer,
Oh man.
give you a thorough
Oh
eval.
oh oh. Just okay. So that might be. I
You need
might.
it.
I might have to. Yeah, I might have to send you the penis shot so that you can evaluate it.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it's like, oh my god, this would be hilarious. And you can evaluate it live on the air.
There you go.
That
I'm not
would
gonna
be
look at it until we're together, so that
okay. Okay, so that
oh
would be
my god.
hilarious. I don't know. Alice Sparks says Anna dick critic. I was
Yeah.
like, yes, yes.
Nobody wants that job done, but if they did, I would be the person who did that job.
No. Matter of fact, Matter of fact, okay. I think like because I think episode 16 will be called Anna Ventura, Dick Detective.
Okay,
It's
very
like
good.
it's
Now
like
you got to make sure it's well lit.
Oh God.
You want to have a really good. You want to get your angle right.
Yeah. Oh God.
And try to include the balls because that's important too. If they're dangly and freakish, I got to
Oh
know
my
that.
God.
So,
The chat seems, for some reason, seems very responsive to this. I don't know why. I just
dude, this is
it's
important information.
this is oh my God. I
And
don't
I can officially determine whether or not you are, air quotes, small,
oh my
since you
God.
seem to have
Oh
suspicions about that.
oh my God. Well, I think I'm small. I
Well,
think I have a small penis.
we're going to find out if that's true.
Oh. Well, I've been very honest about it.
You
I mean,
have.
I've been very. I just don't feel. I told you the redneck boys when I was working, when I was picking up trash on the highway, and he was like, "Look at that little dick on that nick,"
Right.
So yeah, and he said that,
Oh my God. You were very young.
and I was
So.
like, should I be more offended that he called me a nigger or that he said I had a little dick?
You have to pick.
I was like, I'm like,
I don't
which
think we're
one
supposed
is?
to laugh at that. We're supposed to be like hurt and sad, right?
I was like,
I think
I
it's
was,
fucking
I was
hilarious.
like,
I'm
wait a minute.
sorry.
I was like, wait a minute. He said I had a little dick, but he also called me a
Right.
nigger.
Which
Mm,
one? Gonna take
mm.
me some time to think about that.
I need to talk to my therapist about that. I need to talk about that. I was like, yeah, his racial oppression or the fact that he made fun of my small member.
Well, we'll see. I
So,
don't. I don't believe you exactly. I
hmm.
think that you are kind of pulling my leg a little bit on this about this
Oh,
tiny schween. I don't think it's the case.
oh God.
So we'll see.
Oh God. So I can't check it out now. Oh my God. I've got to send you. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, if I'm sending you a picture, are you going to send me a picture?
What do you want to say? Because I'm not really looking to have a real caustic evaluation.
I don't want but I feel like I should at least get a shot of areola.
Oh my God. My boobs are my
What?
best feature. So if that's what you want, I will exchange you one shot.
No backing out. If you do,
Fucking back out. When have I ever backed out? Worry about
okay,
me. Worry about
fair.
you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so okay. Next episode of Sexy
Oh
Party.
my God.
Anna is going to evaluate my penis. That is the next episode of Sexy Party.
It's going to
So,
be fantastic.
oh my God. Oh my God. How did I let you talk me into this bullshit?
I wonder how many
Oh,
pics of your dick you're going to have to take before you get the one that you're comfortable with. You're going to be snapping
oh
away for an
man.
hour.
Oh my God. This is going to be bad. This
Oh,
is
it's going
going
to
to
be
be bad.
wonderful.
I know the show will go down in flames. This is, oh my God.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
oh no, Frosty 5150. It ain't his leg he wants pulled. That is true.
That's true.
Um,
We're going to get there.
but oh my God. So that will be the deal. Okay. So I'm a little nervous now
Oh,
because I don't know. It's always even when I know a woman's going to fuck me, I don't like. I try.
don't look at it.
Oh my God. Okay, so I tried. I tried this trick with a woman. I was. We were gonna fuck for the first time, and she had been just rubbing me over my pants and stuff, and I didn't really. I tried to hide. I was like, okay, I'm really tiny. Penis is really tiny.
Oh,
So,
stop it.
so, um, so I tried to, just. She was like, "Why are you not taking your clothes off?" Oh, I'm gonna take them off. I'll take them off. So I was like, I was real, like real nervous about my body, and so I got the man boobs and all that kind of stuff, and I was
You're
like,
the
oh
guy
God.
who lives naked all over your house.
Yeah, but it's just me, or so. Although, and it used to annoy my ex because she was just like, although, like I said, sometimes she would walk up behind me and slap me on the bottom. She thought it was
Right.
funny. She
It
was
is
just like,
funny.
eh. She was like, hey, I'm gonna slap him on the bottom. And then so, okay, so I'm going down on her and stuff. So I'm taking my pants off and stuff while I'm on my
Oh,
knee, because she's on the edge of the bed, and I'm taking care of my business. I got my head down there, and I'm unbuckling my pants and all that. Where while she's moaning
right.
in ecstasy, and that part I'm definitely getting that right, which I think I think that's why I worked so hard on my oral skills, because I knew I'm not very big in the pants.
Oh my
So
God.
I figured I have to like take it. Um I took care of business, and then she was like, "Oh my God, I want your dick in me." And so I was like, "Okay, it's that time now." So I tried to. She's laying back, she's relaxed, and I know how tiny I am, so I tried to slip it in there real quick. And right when I was about to put it in, she looked,
And
and I was mortified.
what? But was there anything? Did she do something, or was it all in your fucking head, like a crazy person?
She didn't. No, she didn't react. And I think, okay, let me tell you something. What happened to my brother? And let me tell you something. My brother
Oh
is
my God.
fucking hung like a horse.
I can tell.
My brother, he's got about 10 inches. I'm not
Holy
joking.
shit.
Yeah, he's fucking hung like a horse. I'm not joking. I've watched. He's like taking pictures of his cock and sending it to. And I remember. No, it was so funny. He took what I didn't know is we had a one of those disposable cameras, and he had taken.
Oh.
I didn't know he had taken some pictures of his cock.
Oh no.
And so, we took no, I'm taking pictures of like
You didn't go to
family
get it
flowers and
developed,
stuff.
did you?
Yeah, we got it. We went and got it developed, and he didn't tell me. So when I got the photos back,
There's a big dick in there.
there was a picture of my brother's cock in there.
I love
And
him.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, I could not. I was like, holy shit. And
Oh.
I walked in on him fucking this hot blonde one, and I mean, boy, my
Was she
God,
like
this.
really loud about it?
Oh my God, she was so tiny. I was like, how is she handling all that?
Oh my
I
God.
mean, just look. I mean, she couldn't have weighed more than 110 pounds. Little
Oh
tiny.
wow.
I mean, because her ribs were showing. She was so small, but she had nice breasts though. She had like nice C's, natural breasts, and I was like, wow, she's beautiful.
Oh.
And walked in, and my brother, they were on top of the covers, and my brother was balls deep in that girl, and I was like, holy shit. I mean, he's fully engorged in her, and since I knew how big he was, I was like, oh my God. It was not. I was like, God bless her for being able to handle that. And
She's a soldier.
yeah, she was a troop. Yeah. Yeah, she was a trooper. Matter of fact, I think she was only 17. My brother was like 19 and she was 17.
That's not too bad.
And yeah, so it was crazy. But yeah, she was like 17 years old. And I was like, and I think I was, what was I, 15? Yeah, so yeah, it was crazy. No, no, because my brother's only, he's almost 3 years older than me. So yeah, it's probably 16. But yeah, so it was like I said, I walked in, and he was pile driving this chick. And then I saw there was another girl named, her name was Chastity. I remember he was fucking her.
That's not the right name for her.
And yeah, no, it definitely wasn't. And it was so funny because our bedroom, my brother and I shared a bedroom. It was upstairs, but it was a big. It My mom had converted the attic. It was a big attic, and she had
Ah.
converted it into. So we had like a little wall separating, but we both had to go upstairs to go into our bedroom. So I walked up there. I went up the stairs, and my brother was banging this girl Chastity, and I walked up there and he was fucking her, and she didn't hear me. And my brother knew I was there, and he turned around, and he had this little smile on his face. And
Oh.
then he started, oh my God. Then he started, because she was trying to be quiet because my mom was downstairs, so she didn't want her to hear. And and she's like covering her mouth because I mean, I'm telling you, my brother was fucking huge, and so then he started performing for me
Oh
because
no.
he's trying to make her just like he's like let it out, let it out. She's like no, she'll hear me. She was like, and he just like he like stuck it full length in her, and she was like oh, and I was like oh
Oh
my
my
god,
god.
and I was just like,
What a
but
monster.
I was just like oh my god, and I was jealous that I could not do that, and
Oh.
it was not good. So um it was oh God, it was not again I've yeah
Worst brother ever.
no and yeah no and and I was like I was like am I really and I my brother was like what's going and my brother and I peed in front of each other, we were out in the woods or something and we both took a piss and stuff, and I was like how's he so big and I'm so small, and he was like I don't understand what happened there because I'm big and
Oh. So
he
he
didn't.
acknowledged that there was a problem?
Well, you could see a noticeable
Right,
difference.
but he's a mule. He has a mule's penis. That's not applicable. We don't compare to mules, you know.
And I was
He's the
like,
one who's weird.
yeah, so I'm like, yeah, and
God
he
bless
was,
him.
I mean, God, I mean, yeah, he was built, my brother worked out and did all, played football. He was in great shape,
And he's
just,
got a bazillion kids, right?
he's got four, yeah. Yeah, he's got four. Yeah,
Oh.
he's fertile.
Yeah.
And
I saw his picture and you can tell he's one of those. He looks like trouble.
yeah, it's just oh my god. So yeah, but like I said, my brother he used to write all the women that he fucked down on
I
paper, and
remember
and
that.
yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. He stopped writing because he had over 300 names on the list.
Oh,
He was like, he said, dude, he said I had over 300 names on here, and I just got tired of it.
you're gonna catch a horrifying disease doing that.
He he called yeah, it was this chick burned him. She gave him gonorrhea, and he fucked her, and he started what I didn't know. He cheated on his now wife so many times,
Oh my god.
and he passed the gonorrhea on to her.
You're a dead man.
Oh, he passed gonorrhea on to her. He passed crabs on to her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fortunately, that's all shit that can be cured.
Yeah, but oh my god.
But yeah, so the crabs and all that, I was just,
Is
oh,
she like understanding or like cuz I know he has a problem, you know.
I that's the thing, and I talked about on a previous episode that my brother had gotten molested and stuff.
Right.
So
He
it's
has a
like
problem.
so he doesn't see sex the same way that I do. He
Is
just
she sympathetic or is she like throwing furniture?
oh no, but she was obviously very upset that he cheated on her for the 80th time.
Oh my god.
God, and I mean it was so bad. It's like he
Yeah.
cheated on her so many times, and I mean, she was like I said, she was very upset about it. But I mean, she dealt with it. And,
Yeah.
they've been together, they've been married for like 25, 26 years now.
Oh my goodness.
So, I mean, hey. She looked the other way. But like I said, my brother, I just noticed my brother doesn't view women the way that I view them.
No, he's a mess,
And
you know.
he just yeah, because I just noticed I was like, man, he was always getting laid. He was getting laid, threesomes, all kind of he was just doing everything. He did everything because when I talked to him about it, he was just like he tried everything.
But it didn't
Anything.
make him happy.
It didn't make no, it definitely didn't make him happy.
So,
And he had drug addiction, alcohol addiction,
yeah.
you know, obviously a sex addiction. Um just it just wasn't, because it was a lot
But
of
even
times
knowing all you know, do you still look at it and go, "God damn, I wish that was me"?
just the penis part. The rest of it, no.
Okay.
I no I was very jealous of his penis because I was like, oh my god, you
I'm
know.
jealous of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
for
was
crying out
just,
loud.
yeah, it was just, yeah. So when, yeah, like I said, and I think at least because I know my oldest nephew. I remember when he was a baby, it looked like he had a pretty good. It looked like his baby penis was of decent size, and I was like, oh my, I think he inherited his father's gift,
Right.
and
Slash curse.
yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't seem to have a problem with the ladies either. He's a good looking kid, and he
Oh,
seems to, man, he had the one girl a couple months ago and she was cute. I thought they were going to get married and they broke up. And I was like, damn. I was like, what happened? I said, what happened? Trey, you told me everything was happy. Y'all were together. And I was like, he was like, yeah. He said, after a couple months, he said, we were friends and then we tried to date and then we were friends again and then we got back together. He said, it just seems like we want different things.
don't you hate when people break up?
Well,
I just hate it.
I
I wish
wanted,
everyone would stay together.
well, it was, you know what I'm saying? Because he's young and he was more concerned about me. He said, Unc, I'm more worried about you. He said, I'd love it.
Seriously.
He said, I know you've tried to get married a few times and it didn't work out. And he said, I feel bad for you. And I was like, if it's not my time, it's not. And I think that's one of the mistakes when I was with Stacy and I was engaged to her. I didn't love Stacy. I was just marrying her because
Right.
I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
And I knew I wasn't in love with her. And I told my friends, I told my brother, he's like, oh, well, at least you found somebody you're in love with. And I was like, I don't love her.
Nope.
I was like, I think I'm afraid of being alone.
Shit.
And
Well,
so,
right now you've got the book to focus on, and it's
yes.
so important. So it's good that you're by yourself right now. You need this time. But at the same time, you ain't young, you know?
Hey, that's what hookers are for, I found.
No,
Um,
it's not. Not at this age. It's,
no.
it's time. You're due to, but I don't think that you're going to find someone appropriate for you in
Yeah, I
that
don't think I
way
want to. Yeah, I don't.
on Tinder and shit like that.
I would hope that I would just, sell the movie rights to Brand,
Oh, there
and
you
uh,
go.
and then I'd have, have a couple million in the bank, and with that couple million, I could just have like hooker parties and
You're
stuff
going
all
to
the
buy
time.
love?
I'd buy sex. You can't buy love, but
Right.
I've paid for sex before. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, but you need companionship, at some point.
If you
You
got
need
enough money, the bitches will fake it. I promise.
Is that what you and that's okay with you though?
Yeah, it's like I just don't like to have the illusion. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather if you're only here because I have money, then let's speak
Let's be
on that.
honest.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
be honest
that's
and
all.
still let's have some fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd rather just be real about it. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you don't really love me, but you love my bank account,
Okay.
and
And
I
I love
love.
your tatas.
I love your cooch. I love your
Oh,
top.
that word. Look,
I
I
love it.
need you to stop with that word. I need you to remove that word from your vocabulary. It's horrifying.
I can't.
Get rid of it.
I love
Oh,
saying
it's
cooch.
disgusting. It's
I love.
disgusting.
I know.
You
I'm
know
a
what it
disgust.
reminds me of? It's like something from the sea. I don't like it.
Oh god.
Hate it.
Oh god. That might be because we always have to figure out what the title of the episode. It might be. We might call it Under
Something
the
from the
Sea.
sea. God.
No, 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 no. I'll call it Under the Sea, but it'll be
Ew.
instead of
The lettuce
C.
sea.
Yeah, it'll be the letter C. It'll be like Under the Sea.
How gross. Like, that's the right thing, though. There you go.
I think that's the title.
Isn't it awful when the right thing is so gross?
Oh god. Oh god, that's the title. I gotta
Oh,
change it because that's
man.
the title. That's the
There you
title of
go.
the episode right here. Because I
Well,
was like, I'm not
I hope
sure
you're
what
happy
the
with yourself,
oh,
animal.
that is why I love you. And it's like that's why I try to tell these animals. I was like, look, man, I know Anna drives you crazy, but
Oh,
that's my bae, and I love her.
they want to be
So
rid of me, don't they? Get rid of her. She's a
although other
Nazi.
although other people, because what one things I've noticed, because a lot of people love Sashi, and I love Sashi, and I'd love to have
Right.
Sashi. I'd love to have Sashi stop by for an episode and stream with us again. I would love that. I miss talking to her. Um, but every now and again we'll send each other a message on the gram.
You got the
Eh,
scheduling drama with her, right?
Yeah, well,
Was
I mean,
South
yeah,
Africa?
yeah, with her being in South Africa, but I still see her on the Twitter, here and there, and she showed because she's a great artist. She's very talented,
Oh,
and so it, like I said, I was gonna have her do a pinup for Brand. Matter of fact, maybe that should be my. I don't know if she's busy though, because I had asked her a few months ago about doing a pinup, and she was so busy that I was like, okay, well, I can find some other people, but maybe on the next book or something. But we're about to hit, we're less than 2,000 away from $70,000.
holy shit.
So yeah, I mean, so that's amazing. So
It's such a big deal.
I think we're only like 16 and some change away from 70,000. So it's pretty clear we're gonna hit 70,000. So I want to maybe do something to celebrate that. So maybe another pinup, but I don't know. We need to figure something out. So
Are you going to be doing a screenplay at any point soon? Are you going to even start on that?
I'm writing the next comic. I'm working on the scripting for this book, and then I'm writing. I need to turn my script for Way of the Gun into Kanan though, because we got to get some promo images up for the next Indiegogo.
Right.
Because he's got 14 pages to go, plus the cover, and then he's got inks on a lot of these pages because I don't know if I've shown you some of I don't I've tweeted out some of the pencil pages that he's turned in. I don't know if you've seen those, but yeah, this is ah this is crazy. So this is oh man, so I'm very nervous for the next show now.
I was
But
thinking you're going to, like, this week is going to go by so fast. It's going to fly by. It's going to be
oh
time
my
to
god.
expose yourself.
Oh god. So I have to and I have to show you.
Don't take any
It-
pills and don't use any equipment or machinery.
Oh
Just
no.
just give
Hilarious.
me the standard, pure, raw, unfiltered Antonio.
Oh my god. I'm like, what should we oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be oh
It's going to be great.
oh my. I was like, but yeah, I do think I'll call it Anna Ventura Detective. And and oh man. So that is next week's show, or well, maybe next week. I don't know. Whenever we do it.
Oh, it'll be
But
next week.
yeah,
I'll make
next week,
sure.
the unveiling. Ah, Akuma says to just have my brother shoot one over for me. No, that I can't cheat on Sexy Party. That's what a lot of people is like. Antonio, you're a little too honest on Sexy Party. Why don't you
Oh,
ever delete the episode? And I was like, that's the rule. I don't delete anything. That's whatever I think, whatever I say, I just let it come out unfiltered. So this is the show, and this is although all the other shows are already available on iHeartRadio, this will be our first broadcast
oh,
since iHeartRadio has accepted us. That will when we syndicate it, it goes everywhere. So this one is going on iHeartRadio, which, like I said, there are 14 episodes of Sexy Party plus the special episode that's actually not numbered. I call it Midnight Madness, the one that Anna, the very first episode that I did with Anna a few months ago. What was it, last year?
I think so.
You and I, yeah, we'd done a late night stream. It was Sexy Party Midnight Madness, and I think I and it's awesome. But who?
Are you exhausted again?
Yes. All right. So, all right. I tell you, man, it show drains me.
I
It's like I
noticed.
feel like it's like it's so exhausting. It's like, oh my god. And I was like, I've confessed, and then I'm just like emotionally exhausted after talking to you about everything. It's
Oh,
just, oh
well,
god.
thank you very much. I was in a shitty mood, and
Oh,
I have not laughed like this in a while. I really
oh,
needed it.
Oh my God. I was like, you don't understand how much I miss you. You was like, and it's like, and I was just, and I know you were kind of down in the dumps and I didn't want to bother you and stuff. And I was just like, okay, well, we need to take a break. And that's the beauty of this show. You know, we can kind of do it whenever it's convenient for us to do it. So,
That is
um,
nice.
and,
Not
but
next
you,
week though. Next week
but,
is on paper.
okay, next week is on paper. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, the unveiling.
It's gonna be
Oh,
great.
oh,
You're gonna
oh
feel
God.
so much better. You're gonna feel free.
Uh, you just get me to do you just get me to do things that I know are bad. I
Like when
know
you
I
read
should.
that letter.
Oh, that. Oh my God. John Malin was. We were on stream with Ethan, and John Malin was giving me shit about that
Oh.
letter, and and I think what he said. I think he said yeah, Antonio had a girlfriend. Apparently, he rode her a bit hard or something. It was just crazy. He was just I don't know. Balin had me. I was like, oh damn. But at the same, but because he says I should take that segment out.
Oh, fuck that.
No, 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 no. He's saying I should clip it and load it up just to let people because some
Oh,
people don't
like a
want to.
monster. That's terrible. No. No, you
But I
gotta listen
mean,
to the
it's there.
preamble.
I mean, the episode is still available on the show. The
It needs the
episode,
context of the rest of the dialogue as well.
yeah, yeah. That's why I was saying the whole episode is available on this channel. Yeah, all the sexy party episodes that, but it's before my channel, before my channel got attacked and the weirdos flagged 300 and some odd videos on
Oh
my
my
channel.
god.
But fortunately, I was already syndicating Sexy Party at that time, so all the Sexy Party episodes had already had their audio ripped and they were already uploaded to SoundCloud and syndicated everywhere. So all the Sexy Party, including the one with Doug TeNapel, which was my most popular episode, all those can still be streamed on Spotify and iTunes and TuneIn and Stitcher, and now iHeartRadio. I'm very, very happy that we are on iHeartRadio. They are the largest radio platform out there. Now, as far as streaming services go, just strictly online, it's still iTunes, but we're on iTunes too. But as far as a radio platform, they have the iHeart Music Awards and all that kind of stuff. iHeartRadio is important, so I'm very,
Is that
very
who Clear Channel has become?
yeah, yeah, they transitioned.
They
Yeah,
rebranded?
yeah. Clear Channel was a lot of the Clear Channel stations became iHeart stations.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
so yeah,
realize.
yeah. A lot of those stations, I don't think they got all of them, but a lot of the Clear Channel stations, because like the local radio station here, 107.5 The River, they used to be a Clear Channel station, and now
Right.
they're an iHeart station. So.
Oh.
We had, well, hell, the company that owned 107, they own all the major stations in this area. They own, let me see, they own the hip hop station 101.1 The Beat. They own 107.5 The River. And then, was it Star 97, the country station? They own all the major, if it, whatever genre it is, they own a station in that genre in this market so that they can, and the I think it's 99 WTS, the talk station too. So they have
Oh.
yeah, they make sure, and they own some AM. They was it 1510 WLAC? They own that. It's a big company that owns all these stations, but iHeart, is connected to that. So iHeart here in Nashville, they got this shit on lock. So uh, it is. I'm more than thrilled. Hopefully, people on iHeart will find this program like people on iTunes and Spotify and Stitcher and all, because it shocks me that I've had people contact me and it's like, hey, I didn't know you had a YouTube, because they don't a lot of people just when they find it, they just listen, they're just streaming, they're listening while they're jogging or writing or whatever, and they don't know that we tape this on YouTube and then I just rip the audio and load it up. So uh they don't know that, and then as that's why I'm mentioning, hey, we are on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Akari Press. If you are listening on another streaming platform and you are interested, because this is just one of the things I do, and then I also talk about like comics and movies and dumb shit like that. So
Hmm.
if you are interested, In other things that I do besides Sexy Party, and you're listening on a streaming service, please come over to the Akari Press YouTube and join
Yeah.
us over here. We'd love to have you. But with that being said, Sexy Party is over. I definitely want to thank the lovely, lovely Anna for joining me here. As always, she is the perfect partner, uh, although a controversial one. And I don't think I'll
Sorry.
get. I don't think I'll get the hate DMs like I did the last time. I was like, that woman that you had's a bitch.
Horrible woman.
Yeah, I was like, and I
She
was like,
knows. She
yeah,
knows.
I was
She's
like,
sorry.
she beat me once. Trust me, you're right. But all right, is there anything you would like to say before I wrap this up, Anna? Uh,
I am all set.
all right,
Got nothing.
guys. Let me clear my throat and get all. I have to make sure all my vocal strength is right. All right. Sexy Party. So this is Sexy Party episode 15, Under the Sea. Yes. Under the sea. All right. I love that we just came up with that on the fly.
Pretty
But
perfect.
yes, it is. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. And if you guys want to reach out to me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and right here on this YouTube channel. Everywhere is at Akari Press. And if you type in akaripress.com, it will take you directly to my Indiegogo campaign for my comic book series brand with the phenomenal Kanan White. We're on Teespring. We're on Amazon.com. The links to those are in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sexy part is over. Say goodbye, Anna.
Goodbye, Anna.
You do that fucking every time.